Hey, I'm Andy, and today I will provide you with the most important points needed for a successful installation of our rigid core flooring. This installation method works for both planks and tiles. Please take a moment to review the tools needed for the project. Before you begin, read all of the product documents including the installation instructions and warranty. Then prepare the subfloor accordingly and don't forget to undercut your door jambs back to the studs. Confirm the required layout and direction of your floor. Tiles must be installed in a brick bond or a 1/3 offset pattern. Planks should be installed in a random pattern with the short end joints randomly spaced by at least 8 inches. Avoid H joints and obvious pattern repeats. Do not install planks in a stair-stepped pattern because it will weaken the installation system. For the first row, perfectly line up the locking mechanism of both short ends and engage the 2 corners. Now carefully slide the joints together while keeping the joints straight. Leave at least a 1/4 inch expansion gap around the entire perimeter. Where needed, use wedge spacers to maintain the expansion gap and temporarily firm up the installation. For subsequent rows, check for any debris within the profile and remove it if necessary. With one hand, brace the previous row to prevent it from moving. With the opposite hand, insert the plank at a 25-degree angle, slightly applying pressure towards the long joint while moving it up and down. If the joint is seated properly, it will slide freely within the groove. You will hear or feel a slight click once it falls into place. Repeat the process, making sure the short end joint is perfectly aligned and lower. Lower the plank and make sure it lays flat, or it may not be fully engaged. If that happens, simply lift and slide sideways, making sure the entire joint is engaged properly, and try again. This is important because if the long joint is not properly engaged, then damage can occur to the short end joint. All damaged or broken boards must be removed and replaced. Starting at the T, use a dead blow hammer to lightly tap down to fully engage the joint. If you need to tighten up the gaps during the installation, use a scrap piece of flooring that is about 6 inches long. Do not hit any side of your installed flooring directly or with a tapping block, as damage may occur. To disengage the short end joint, first unlock the long side of the entire row by raising the outside edge by about 25 degrees and disconnect. Disengaging the planks in any other manner will cause damage to the end joints and they will not be reusable. Next, ensure all the pieces are lying flat and are properly engaged. Tap down if needed. Now slide each piece apart opposite to the first row. Follow these steps and you will have a successful and beautiful installation.